Alrighty, time for more. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's try and do that one. Which was in containment. What is the closest one for this? Here. Let's see. Yeah, it was here.
This is the safe room Will showed me. The one with the old
Oh, yeah, there was a safe. I should have just gone inside.
More clocks.
I don't know why it took the long way. I forgot I had a control. I had a point in here that I could have gone to. Oh well. Sure, we're saved here. How am I supposed to get those? Can I come back? Guess so. Oh.
What the fuck is that? It's making more clocks?
All right. Come on. He just like doesn't want to like look at me. You afraid I'm gonna chuck something in your mouth? Because I am. Come on. Look this way. That works too. Oh, come on! I didn't even have time to react to him opening his fucking maw before he hit me with the clocks. That's stupid. That's fucking dumb. Fuck. I literally was about to beat him too. As I kind of fucked myself early on by not realizing I had the bombs equipped.
What the fuck is that? It's making more clocks?
Fuck off. Come on, come on. I know you're gonna do it. There we go.
That must be the altered item.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, that one's on me. I was dumb. I thought it was gonna stay there and I had to float out to it. Nope. I was stupid there. That was a lot. Fight was a lot easier though, because I stayed on the initial platform and for some reason it just didn't summon a lot of enemies. For some reason. I'll go down to fight him again.
There. No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with that one.
Let's see here. Anchor procedure. Black block paneling successfully prevents manifestation of the sphere. A Trotmid-style anchor made of iron with a wooden stock. Surface is rusted in places. Weighs 3,789 pounds. The item generates a persistent black sphere, the purpose of which is currently unknown. The sphere is always generated at a precise point in relation to the item, especially horizontal feet and vertical feet of the anchor. April 25th, 1983. Ranger First Class was dropped into a sphere wearing a diving suit with duplicated oxygen line at AM EST. After 10 minutes to 13 seconds inside the sphere, oxygen line was cut off by the sphere bordering by an unseen force. All agents in the room during entry into the sphere experienced vomiting, vertigo, and loss of fingernails within an hour of one another. Ranger was then declared MIA, presumed dead. That just sounds fucked up. Go over here for this one. Alright, got that done. Let's see here. Do need to do this at some point. Um. This point. Logistics we go. I really hate that they dodge so easily when they have shields. And it's like, fuck off, stop dodging. I need to shoot your shield. Oh, there's one of those fuckers. For fuck's sake, fuck off. I really hate the aim on the fucking thing. Jesus fucking Christ. No, he'll die when the timer is out, but just to expedite the process. God, that was connected. Okay.
To find new prime candidates, the Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Like, look at that's so wide. I get I have a thing on it that makes it wider, but like that is so wide. Okay. Box in here? It's not as good as what I have. Yeah, no, it's not as good. Let's see. Anything in the weird spot? No. Nothing in the weird area. Nothing in the weird area. Oh, yay. My favorite TV show. Threshold Kids.
We see a sight to do, there's lots to see. Drove out right down the bridge. Destroying the threshold kids. Destroying the threshold kids.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
No interruptions!
Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
The big chair. That is a big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Well, the one with straps doesn't sound fun. I mean, unless you're into that. Kind of does sound fun, though. Bright Falls. An unconverted federal manifestation in Cauldron Lake, Washington, resulted in a fictional story written by author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though not only locally, but and for a limited time. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13th, 2010, by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker, that an AWE event had been taking place in Bright Falls, Washington, referred to events investigated in 1970, 76, 78. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is a current sheriff of Bright Falls. A Bureau field team arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to the 1970 Thomas Zane, 1976, 1978 Odin Anderson, Thor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed to instigator. Eyewitnesses reports highlights an old light switch, possibly objects of power, that missing. Wake was now found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in search. Love a better reload speed. Is this one done? Ammo efficiency. Yeah. Check on the top part if there's anything in the warped area. Eek. Ah, there is. The mannequin was up here.
God, the only thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things.
Where is the mannequin I'm looking for, though? Bright Falls supplement. Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped on the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing from the Bright Falls event are FBI agent Robert Nightingale and Dr. Emil Hartman, referring to Creator's Dilemma in the file Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe the event was the result of a forceful perception of subject matter reality stemming from Mr. Wake overlapping on our own. Wake had been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program file for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press, New York, and Olympia. Agents interviewed by Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. I do wonder what the new Alan Wake game coming out, if there's now going to be crossover between this and between Control and that. Needs to contain the mannequin, but where is the mannequin I'm looking for? Mannequins. Now, I'll keep that in mind, but I need to find the mannequin. Mannequin. Where is the mannequin? How am I supposed to know what mannequin it is? I've gone up to like every mannequin. Ah, here we are.
New bureau policy. No more mannequins.
Yeah, let's mannequins are weird.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things.
Ordinary.
Finding the projector will.
Coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me. Dylan Faden. Prime candidate 6. And the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy. So much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes.
Been crazy with that wall there, bud.
We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
I'm starting to think that it wasn't safe to have Dylan around. Let's see here. Transcript for conversation. Subject Dylan Faden. A review by Dr. Darling. Note: subject was alone during this outburst. You again? I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me these? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You should always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore, and I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I'll dig you out of your own brains if you mean getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated at 1753. Oof. Mannequin procedures. No procedure for preventing the evidence effect. Update 390. Lining the items cell with newly discovered black rock has yielded positive results. Tests from all the altered items. A wire and fabric waste mannequin. The base was made of stained wood. The item duplicates. The trigger for this behavior is unknown. No correlation has ever been found either in the number of duplications that manifest during an episode or during a duration in which they last before disappearing. Case 45-H2-121. The agent killed involving codename P6. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries to the head and neck, extensive trauma in the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions in the upper and lower torso, fracture of the spinal cord between L1 and L2 vertebrae, avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right, blunt force injuries of the extremities, abrasions, lacerations, and contusions of the extremities, dislocation of left and right elbow, dislocation of left and right knee. Conclusion: after examination, it was determined the cause of death with internal bleeding that occurred when was controlled through his... Man, Dylan fucked that dude up. Holy shit.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector. All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Yeah, it's kind of what they do, seems like. P7 outfit. Probably just be Dylan's outfit, but with a 7 on it. Jesse favorite movement tracking. Eastward movement, cause of concern. September 24th, 2019, depart Cheyenne, Washington. September 24th, arrives in Sydney, New England. Nebraska, not England. Nebraska. I am in Nebraska. Pretty quick in a single day. 25th, departs Sydney, Nebraska. 26th, arrives in Des Moines, Iowa. On the 30th, departs Des Moines, Iowa. On the 1st of October, arrives in Chicago. On the 8th of October, departs from Chicago. 8th of October, arrives in South Bend, Indiana. On the 11th of October, departs South Bend, Indiana. On the 11th of October, arrives in Cleveland, Ohio. On the 19th, departs from Cleveland, Ohio. On the 20th, arrives in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. On the 29th, departs from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. On the 29th, arrives in New York City, New York.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't...
A lot of leading questions.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
A lot of leading questions. Modern technology.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
Hold on, I gotta read this. Better be under control. I see your creepy teeth delivery and raised you a dead dog. Yeah, like straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on and everything. It'd been rotting in that box since we packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how it smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. I mean, different forms of weird. Killed him with his own buddy. Bucks. Sure, nothing. You thought you'd get me.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
I know her eyes are like meant to be like a grayish blue type color, but sometimes they just look white. Good. I need this. Let's just cleanse. This is my house.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
Right. There we go. Typewritten page A1 is an AI-83-KE. Background. The page was discovered as an instance in the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigation sector. The page has been pushed to the motel's corridor from until the door with a symbol of a spiral. Appendix, text transcribed from the item. For 10 years, I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they're all the same. It's a hideous trap. Every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratched-out portion: falls, bright falls, haunting, wake, Alan Wake, light switch, ocean, too late. In the final sentence, you've been warned. To the way back, make sure. Cool. Let's go deal with the hiss nodes real quick. Need 2 more for that. They were in the power plant, of course. Keep appearing here. It's easy enough to deal with these ones, but they keep appearing here specifically. It's weird. It's weird. here. I need to fix this place. Checking. Okay. Bada boom. This area is correct, maybe. Oh, no. There it is. This was the anchor. That's a quarter. There we go. Up, going up.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
I'm gonna check the lower floor real quick, make sure there's no items. Let's see here. Anything over here? Nope. What about over
There's gotta be a way
here?
to rotate these tracks.
Yeah, Jesse, I'm not
Maybe
stupid.
there's a control panel nearby.
Yes, you don't need to tell me again. I'm looking around to make sure I don't miss any loot. Let's see here. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery for like 100 teensy tiny little boxes. Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Yeah, the mold. go. That's weird. That's such a silly sounding noise. Let's see now. Where do I need to go? Bitch. Don't think I know how to deal with you assholes. You had the advantage because it was a tight quarter, which made it difficult for me to dodge away, hence why you actually managed to hit me. That doesn't mean you're gonna win. Way back there I can't see. There we go. When in doubt, make a door. Let's just take a quick look around for any loot. Loot. Get back here real quick. There's a thing back there, but I don't need that right now. I'm looking for loot. Control is the best game ever to have it in offense. Yeah. Who shot at me? Fuck off. Also, hello, Lester Bellard. Welcome to the stream. Hey, let's see here. An altered examination request of airplane wreckage. The airplane is in question has been brought to the private airfield located in the town of Cincinnati. Expected to be conducted to the AWE. See case file for details. Is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit quota in the containment sector. Brought here through New York subway tunnel. Special access. For more information on the tunnel, and links to urban legends can be entered on the ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and see file 4-12-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Refer to file 9-12-8371 for full report. Let's see here. Empty. Move on. Let's see, witness testimonies. The first slide of the room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There was lots of dolls. DF interview 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. JF, therapy session 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hornsberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie, note, likely Freddie Burtwell, missing. Hugo, note, no one by this name was found in the public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. DF interview 2002. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of additional slide definition, house. Something in here I'm supposed to press? Here we go.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
What I'm about to tell you, they found out. I don't know what
You found out, brother.
the men in the suits. He told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said, but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
Well, we're still a family show.
I'm sorry.
Who puts on a family show at 2 a.m.?
My brother lived there. They
I'm
said
just
the town
DJing
was
adult
destroyed,
hours.
but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now, I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector ID OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides was used and projected, the projected images opened doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the experience of a town's adult population. Event response. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See OOP-15 file case and Darling presentations for details. The team led by Director Retention Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found that Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which were buried with the exception of one. Jesse's escaped when the other agents attempted to tame the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests, see interviews, and prime candidate files.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknown forces in the form of altered world events.
That guy.
These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a
Why are these
complicated
stuck
system
together?
in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Ordinary AWE Stage 4.A Town Proper Witnesses Testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There were still a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. DF interview 2002. The director wouldn't hurt off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. JF therapy session 2010. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. DF interview 2002. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designated hand, SID-36 is verified and in Bureau Procession. Unconfirmed existence of paranormal entity designated Dog Neil, EIT-19930. Dog Neil's still out there. I fucked up with that.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. To tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? what you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl.
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend, Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
I mean, she was antagonizing him. Like, he definitely got a bit too angry, but she was, like, genuinely antagonizing him. Page 2, Sled Hill Cave. After what happened at the school to Miss Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw that they took the projector. DF interview 2002. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We call it that, but it really was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something very dark. And the Not Mother lived there with her babies? Children? I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. JF's therapy session 2010. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designated temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designated not mother. EID-19928. Just double check to make sure that was my save point, and then moving on. Stage 1B, dump. The second slide we call the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot of a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control in my dreams. Everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything was melted around the projector. JF Therapy Session 2010. It was really into it. We found out he had been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. JF Therapy Session 2010. We thought Neil had got lost in the meadow when Tom challenged the slide, but that's not what happened. DF Interview 2002. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designated meadow.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary. Here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
This is definitely a fight area. EWE Stage 3 Public School. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Miss Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Miss Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. DF Interview 2002. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the Not Mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them to go like Tom had said. When he woke up that next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. When was I responsible? I don't know. JF Therapy Session 2010. Disappearance of majority of Ordinary's population confirmed the result of a slide projector related AWE. I don't feel like there should be a fight in here with how open it is. There it is.
slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Yeah, seems like it. Let's see here. Nothing back there.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No. No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking.
I mean, Jesse, you do sound crazy.
Wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
So it sounds like she was in a mental hospital then. These were largely based on the interviews conducted by Dylan Faden. See interviews for relevant information, and obtains therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found in Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, DF claims that the 8 slides to the projector. JF mentions 9 slides. The Bureau found one intact slide, designated 36, and Bert remains of the 6 others. Unfortunately, the slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. J.C. Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes, Dr. Darling has ordered the entirety of the Ordinary Town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, in the hopes that finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to limited space in the investigation sector, the AWD will be investigated in the containment sector. Don't want to miss the box.
Moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty,
I mean, given what these people are capable of and what they have, I'm not surprised. By the order of Dr. Darling, all work in the Ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed off at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Martin immediately.
Believable.
I would argue, very believable. Given what these people are capable of, very believable. Wolf Globe. The item was found in the penthouse suites at Toronto belonging to David Wolf, who has been being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. See cases 13-HQ-37. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranormal belongings, including and items that Mr. Wolf was arrested. Supplementary materials, articles from Daily. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investor trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? What's the question that keeps Toronto high society up at night this past week? Police say it's being looked into, and some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But if it's the reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise, now he's sipping Mai Tais while work thinks he's dead. Look at the easy to explore places. Off. Go. Anything else? Music's still going. Where's the bad guy, though? Ah, there you are. Yeah, back here.
We should check that lab.
Ah, I gotta go the long way. There we go. That. Now and check the other side. Nothing there. Nothing there. Now we check the dump. They literally were sifting through an entire dump's worth of trash. I get it would be important if there were any slides still, like, hidden somewhere, but dude, that's so much. Look at this. This is so much trash. How you would expect to find shit in here. Okay, I'm fairly confident there's there's nothing else here. Oh, that's also I'm at full crap now. this? I don't need necessarily that. Let's see here. I'm just getting rid of that. I'm not equipping it. It's way too big. Pull myself up enough as it is.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Let's see here. Go talk to Langston and we can finish that out and then figure out what that is. Actually, let's do this. I'm still working on that achievement for doing those. Where was the save point? Ordinary stage 4.B town proper. Witness testimonies. When we went in and met Polaris like a star, she told us that we were special. She made us special. It felt like we were being born, or reborn. The world fading for just the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. JF Therapy Session 2010. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the not mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand. JF Therapy Session at 2010. Unconfirmed existence of paranormal entity designated Polaris. EID 19929. So many abilities, but enough. Now do I do this or this? I can't do that yet, so I'm gonna start working on the achievement for that. And ooh, again. All right. Here. Hold on. That's an easy one to go. equip Pierce, try to do some headshots just to finish those up. Loading takes forever. That didn't count as a headshot. Where'd you go? Still more of them, I'm assuming down below. Yeah. All right. Let's go talk to Fred since we finished all that. Panopticon.
Hey, listen to this. Containment failure.
Every altered item on your list is now back in the Panopticon, safe and sound.
That's a load off my mind. Missing altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The flamingo pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did. That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior in the past few weeks. There's some connection there, I bet, but it's a bit above my pay grade.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
I guess this is my life now.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here. Hey, listen to this.
Alright. Abilities. I have 4. Could increase my health or energy. Energy is tempting. But this is shield. Shield more of a weapon than I can use. Let's see here. You know what? Let's check on Alti. I'm gonna run over to Alti real quick. See if there's anything there. If not, we'll probably just to see. Let's see here. Ventilation. That should be the closest one to him. If he's got any work for me, and then I'll probably just call stream after I've checked on that. Yeah. Streaming on off day anyways, so let's go. Gammon. Gammon. There we go. Back here, I might as well have this equipped just in case. Alright, I was expecting you to come in enemies here. Oh well. Would have been nice to do more headshots, but whatever. He does.
More of it. This thing is completely leaving from the mitten. Perkele. Saatana. Helvetin helvetti. Oma tulossa ja tällaista paskaa.
Let's see here. Cool. Oh, that's actually here. That's here in maintenance. Go do that right away. Let's see here. Yeah, it's like back where we first dealt with the mold. Is this like the same, like, shoot the bulby things again that I couldn't figure out where they were? Uh-huh. I gotta go up. Gotta get higher up somehow. Destroy.
The mold's gotten in here too? All right. Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
Yeah. Didn't realize this was an area I could go to up here. Again, it's hard to like judge what is the stuff I'm supposed to shoot. Especially when it's like there's supposed to be a glow to them, but like light tends to shine on things and completely eradicate any light glow that they have. There we go. I don't need to use that anymore. I can do stuff the old-fashioned way. Where? There's a bit. Oh, that's not it. Anything? Nope. Where, oh, where is the mold gone? Oh, where could it be? I want to know where the mold has gone. Oh, where could it be? I have like 2 more that I have to destroy. Where the flying fuck is the mold I have to shoot? There's one. Like what, one more? There it is. Nope, I still have more to shoot. Fuck, god damn it. Hmm. Where the fuck is it? Like up there where the light is shining? It doesn't look like it. I'm assuming it's gotta be like on the ceiling or some shit. Where the fuck is the mold? Always with this, because they like put them in like weird spots that are hard to see. And are not places you would normally look either. Ah, there it is.
That should slow it down.
I don't know how many more. I don't know how many more missions I have with R2. All right. Yeah. Let's get back to the save point so I can call the stream. Let's go. All right. Let's see here. Warped charge. Full mold hostiles. Let's see. See enough one to knock out. Ooh, and it gives me a level 5 mod. Nice. Alright, well, I'm gonna call the stream there. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.